Hi Cancer, this is Tracy from Northeast Tarot and welcome to your October 2019 monthly tarot forecast. This is for Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Rising signs. So Cancer, for this reading, I'm changing up the way I do it just a little bit. It's the same format. I'm just layering right at the beginning of the reading just to save on time. All right, what does Cancer need to know for the month of October 2019? All right, Cancer, so the overall energy for you guys for the month of October 2019 is justice. Wow, okay, justice. Let's see here. So, for some of you Cancers, a legal decision could be coming through here in October. Other Cancers, maybe you're making an important decision. You also could be signing something. A legal contract, something legal might be significant for you guys here in October. Also, justice represents that fairness. So if something was unfair for you, that fairness could be coming in. Okay, so that's interesting. Underneath justice, Cancer, we have the Five of Wands. And then we have the Knight of Wands underneath the Five of Wands. So maybe there's been trouble. Maybe there's been misunderstandings. There even could have been some sort of argument with the Knight of Wands and the Five of Wands. But it might have been over something very petty. And with justice here, it's like this is actually being settled. Yeah, so if there was a misunderstanding, if there was an argument, things are going to be corrected with justice here. This is all going to be resolved. So if this is something you experience maybe at the end of September, or if you're experiencing this in October, by the end of the month, it will all be resolved. And maybe it's something petty with the Five of Wands. It could have been completely a misunderstanding. Let's go ahead and layer. I'm going to go in with the Hanson Roberts deck. And this is basically just clarifying these energies that you have coming up for you, Cancer. October 2019, Cancer. Other Cancers, balance. For some of you, maybe needing to bring in that balance, or if something was out of balance, the energy is shifting. Things are going to feel more balanced. And it could be with the Five of Wands, maybe you were dealing with some competition or jealousy. More annoying energies, situations, but you're going to see improvement. All right, so at the bottom of this deck here, we have the Six of Pentacles. So sixes for me do speak about balance and harmony. You do have some sixes here, a couple of sixes here on the spread, but Six of Pentacles could be some sort of help. some sort of help that's coming in for you. You helping someone. It's a generous energy. Right at the center here, we do have the Eight of Swords crossed by the Sun. So right at the start of the month, there's this worry, this anxiety, this nervous energy, and that might need to be balanced. That could be what's out of balance, is maybe some of you are overly fearful, worrying unnecessarily here, maybe feeling stuck, feeling trapped. But you're moving towards the success with the Sun. Success, happiness, a positive resolution here with Justice and the Sun. I feel like some of you Cancers, you're worrying unnecessarily. If you're waiting on like a loan or something to come through, try not to worry so much at the start of the month. You're moving towards success. You're moving towards this great success, this great happiness for some of you. The sun can highlight or illuminate certain things. So if you are waiting on clarity about something, that's on its way. It's on its way, but maybe just needing to be patient here at the start of the month. Definitely needing to remain optimistic. And this is around a new beginning. Ace of Rods. You actually have the Ace of Rods twice here, Cancer, in this reading. Crossed by the Four of Cups. So Ace of Rods can be an exciting new beginning, a new adventure. It's a very passionate energy. It can speak about that potential. But Four of Cups is someone who's not interested, someone who's saying no thank you. And so with the Eight of Swords, for me, it's really a hindrance. There could be like a lack of confidence. So if someone is offering you something here right at the start of the month, Cancer, you could be turning it down, and it could be because of fear. It could be a lack of confidence. A Leo person could be significant with the Sun. For some of you, it could be a new relationship. Four of Cups can speak about a compromise needing to be made here. Four of Cups, something being offered to you. It might not be exactly what you wanted, but that doesn't mean it's a bad thing. We see you receiving with the Six of Pentacles. So for some of you, it could be an opportunity for love or excitement. This is a very physical energy for me. But maybe that person is not your usual type for some of you. Others, I feel like maybe you have a legal matter that's ongoing, and there could be something that's offered to you here, maybe like a settlement offer. But you definitely might need to spend some time alone here and think this through thoroughly. Yeah, take your time. There's no need to rush. Take your time. But what's interesting, Cancer, is at your foundation, we have the Ace of Wands with the Knight of Swords. So we have the Ace of Wands twice. So this is quite interesting. It could be that some of you are being offered this again. It could be that some of you are being offered something again at the start of the month. Maybe this is something you've been offered before. Now, there could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius person that's significant with the Knight of Swords here. So for some of you, this could be on the love front. Other Cancers, you might have had an idea. This was you taking action with the Knight of Swords very suddenly, maybe charging forward. You might have had this idea or felt inspired. Prior, you might have taken some action to bring this about. It's a possibility to bring this about. And then here, right at the start of the month, it's like, now it's like the opportunity is there. It's in front of you. You can touch it, but there's nervous energy. There's nervous energy. This is really like a hindrance. So needing to take back your power, take control of your thoughts, step out of this mental prison that some of you might have put yourself in. You really don't have any reason to worry, but this is like a lack of confidence. In the recent past, we have the Four of Pentacles with the Star. So Four of Pentacles can be you wanting to control a certain situation, how something happens, how something comes about. So here with this opportunity, this possibility that's in front of you, maybe you have a fear of letting go or trying something new, doing something differently because you're not used to it. It's not how you wanted it to come about here, because with the Four of Pentacles, this is wanting to possess, wanting to control. And here, this is needing to compromise and be open-minded and optimistic. And with the Star, very much needing to have faith. So very, very interesting. That's what I'm getting for many of you. For a few of you, you might have felt trapped or stuck within a situation and you're waiting on clarity. You're waiting on maybe receiving some good news. You're waiting on that positive resolution. Very much being spiritually guided. This is, for some of you, a confirmation that you're on the right path. You're moving in the right direction. But maybe with this energy here, lacking confidence, not believing in yourself or this possibility enough. But you're moving in the right direction, needing to listen to your intuition and needing to trust. Crowning you, we have the Ace of Cups, Seven of Rods. So, it's a general reading. I could be reading for some Cancers that, for those of you that it's on the love front, you could be offered the Ace of Rods, which is a very physical energy. It's a possibility. You're being offered this, but you really want this Ace of Cups. You want that emotional, deep connection. So maybe some of you are being offered this Ace of Rods, but you want this. You want this spiritual, this emotional bond, this connection. This is what you want. And so those of you that are turning someone down or not leaping on this right away, it could be because this is what you want, which there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. But maybe needing to communicate. Maybe needing to communicate for some of you. And also still needing to be open-minded, flexible. Seven of Rods is a very passionate energy. This is someone who's standing their ground. They're not compromising. So it's quite interesting. And it's around this Ace of Cups. something your heart is set on. You want this Ace of Cups. Some of you may be being offered this, but you want this. So very interesting. Coming up here in the near future, around the second week, we do have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Devil. So for some of you Cancers, a Capricorn person might be significant. But again, I could be reading for some Cancers where you're feeling a little stuck or blocked, trapped. This could be on the job front for some of you with the Three of Pentacles. Maybe you want a job that you love, that you can go to every day and you enjoy the work that you do. And maybe some of you have been very passionate as far as achieving that goal. You've been working very hard with the Three of Pentacles, maybe even working with others to try to bring this about. I could be reading for some Cancers that you're married. You're maybe going through a divorce. Yeah, you're in the process of getting a divorce. And it's possible that for those of you who aren't divorced just yet, you're going through that process. I mean, you might be offered new love, but maybe you're scared because of past hurts or because you're technically still married. You might not want to go there just yet. That could be technically that third party interference, that third party temptation. I mean, if you're technically still married or if you're with someone, there could be a coworker that you're tempted by, someone in the workplace. This person could be younger. Knight of Swords can be someone who's quite immature. So you might have a younger person around you. They might be a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius. Knight of Swords doesn't always think things through thoroughly. He often has regrets later on. So if you did turn someone down, or if you're turning them down at the start of the month, it could be because they're immature. They're careless, they're reckless, they're not responsible. Yeah, so very, very interesting. But if you're overly fearing the worst here with the Devil, if you find yourself still in a mental prison, this is you needing to balance those thoughts, take back your power, maybe spend some time outdoors. In the position of your power, I have the Hanged Man with the Chariot. So around the third week, you could be gaining maybe a fresh perspective with the Hanged Man. You might be spending some time alone. The Hanged Man can represent you seeing something from a different perspective, or really seeing the larger picture. And so I think that for some of you, the Chariot represents your card, Cancer. For some of you, around this time, you are going to see things from maybe a completely different point of view. Now, you might spend some time alone here at this time, because for me, the Hanged Man energy, very independent energy. And it's also voluntary energy here. So some of you taking a step back, looking at something and gaining a fresh perspective at this time. You will jump in the driver's seat and move forward. Now, some of you are looking at different paths that you can move down. I think that you're going to figure it out. Again, Ace of Rods being offered maybe one thing, wanting this though. So being offered maybe two different things. And so some of you are faced with a decision. With the Devil, it can be a temptation. It can be unhealthy. The Devil does speak about lust. And so again, being offered one thing, but maybe you have another possibility in front of you with the Ace of Cups. Looking at two different paths. And then in the position of how others are viewing you, we have the King of Cups with the Eight of Rods. So reading for some Cancer males with the King of Cups. Communication might be significant here at this time. Third week. Messages coming in, maybe suddenly with the Eight of Rods. Electronic communication significant at this time, but this is travel for some of you. Travel, the energy shifting. There's more going on at this time than there was at the start of the month. You could be traveling to see someone. You might have gained that fresh perspective, or you're surrendering, you're releasing that control, Cancer, and you're maybe jumping in the driver's seat, moving forward, taking control, but in a different way with the Hanged Man, letting go and maybe being more flexible. In the hopes and fears, we have the Two of Wands with strength. So opportunities, possibilities, weighing the options. For some of you, being able to make a decision, receiving a decision, being strong, being patient. Taking your time, thoroughly looking at these choices that are in front of you. We do have a little bit of this lusty sort of energy here though. So if you're single, again, I think you have choices, you have options. To be honest, maybe either option. If you have two different people in front of you, they both might not be your type for some of you. We do have this more kind of lusty sort of energy versus maybe this emotional, spiritual connection. So interesting. And then we have the Sun and we have strength here. So Leo energy that you're leaving the month with going into November. I have the Two of Swords with the Six of Swords. So interesting, again, interesting. Two of Swords, for those of you that I see you looking at different paths, but because it's a general reading, some of you could be moving forward here around the third week, moving forward, jumping in the driver's seat, but then others, you're still kind of weighing the options. You're still figuring it out. By the end of the month, we have the Two of Swords, which is not the most open-minded energy. It's someone who's blocking their heart. It's someone who's not listening to their intuition. Can be someone who's saying, no, I don't want that. No, I don't want to move forward. No, I don't want to move in that direction. And so it's interesting. Six of Swords is all about moving away from challenges. It's moving on. It's moving forward. Moving towards peace of mind. But it's like maybe some of you want to hang on to someone. Hang on to someone. So yeah, it's definitely an interesting reading, Cancer. I definitely suggest some of you having a private reading. Also, watch your other signs. For those of you that are moving house, or if you have a legal matter that's ongoing, waiting for that divorce to be final, For some of you, it could happen in this month. It could happen in October, but for others, it could take a little bit longer. It might take a little bit longer. But you have opportunities in front of you. It's on you whether or not you take them. Let's pull you an additional guidance card. Cancer, October 2019. If you're waiting on news, waiting on a decision, waiting on something to come in, again, for some of you, it will happen this month. It will happen in the Libra season. So just know that. Some of you could be changing your mind here about something at the end of October. You could be changing your mind, and it's because you maybe have spent that time alone and you're seeing things differently. All right, focusing on love and relationship matters for Cancer, October 2019. All right, focusing on health and well-being, Cancer, October 2019, Cancer. All right, so the additional guidance card that we have for you for the month of October is enthusiasm. Life is always brighter when you wake up each day with the spirit of enthusiasm. So needing to get excited. You do have blessings coming in for you. Some of you at the start of the month might be too nervous to act on them. But again, with the star here in the recent past, some of you are on the right path, maybe needing to see the signs, the omens, the spiritual signs that are happening around you, and also needing to have that more positive perspective. Focus on love. Look for the good attributes in each and every person in your life. So focus on the positive. That's so very important. Needing to focus on the positive. Focus on the love. Definitely needing to look on the brighter side with this combination, needing to stay optimistic. Health and well-being, give us your cares. Dear God and Archangel Raphael, I am willing to release any fears to you. Please allow me to completely let go so that you can fully guide me in this situation. So again, there's fears, there's worry, there's that lack of a positive perspective. This is what's needed, is moving forward confidently, optimistically. Release those fears. Focus on the positive. Also, avoid allergens. Dear Archangel Raphael, please assist me in identifying and avoiding allergens that may be toxic to my health and happiness. Help me to only crave healthful foods and beverages. So some of you are maybe allergic to certain things that you're eating or drinking, and also there could be an excess with the devil here, so needing to look at that. All right, Cancer. So I hope that you found this reading helpful. If you are not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe. If you are interested in having a private reading, please check out northeasttarot.com. Have a great month, guys.